As Xiao Yan closed his eyes, the Douxian power in front of him appeared rather strange. Originally a fiery red color, the Douxian power now displayed a brilliant mix of red and green, with the green occupying about a third of it. Would attribute separate? In the next moment, Xiao Yan bellowed, unleashing a dazzling surge of spiritual power to fiercely attack the Douxian power. The fiery red Douxian power was infused with a third of wood attribute energy to better separate it. Otherwise, the wood attribute was too weak, and if separated, it would dissipate into nothing, making the effort pointless. Buzz buzz. The fiery red Douxian power was under Xiao Yan's suppression, so it didn't react to the fact that nearly a third of it was wood attribute. However, as Xiao Yan attacked, the fiery red Douxian power connected with the circular, vibrant Dou core in the Dou Qi Sea, seemingly trying to devour the wood attribute. If the fire attribute absorbed it, Xiao Yan's efforts would be wasted, so he wasn't about to make such a mistake. The Dou core has already been severed from your connection, Xiao Yan's voice rang out. Get out of here. As soon as he finished speaking, a burst of brilliant spiritual power, like a death scythe, sliced off the third of the wood attribute from the fiery red Douxian power. Boom, boom, boom. Losing a third of its power, the fiery red Douxian power exploded in rage, rampaging inside Xiao Yan's body. Dou core. It seemed Xiao Yan had anticipated this, as the Dou core immediately began to operate, pumping wave after wave of radiant power into the fire attribute Douxian power, replenishing the missing third and stabilizing it. Heavenly wood, come to me. As the third of the wood attribute power was separated, it quickly began to dissipate. However, Xiao Yan was quick, drawing in the power of the heavenly wood to prevent the wood attribute from vanishing. Minutes passed, and as a muffled groan echoed from within Xiao Yan, the wood attribute was completely stabilized. I did it, Xiao Yan murmured. Slowly raising his hands, the fiery red Douxian power appeared on his left hand, while on his right hand, a green glow began to surge. The green light was identical to the Douxian power. Thud. In the next moment, the thick green heavenly wood, placed aside by Xiao Yan, seemed to be guided as it shot into Xiao Yan's body. Stop! Xiao Yan shouted. Damn it! Xiao Yan's smile turned to a serious expression as an unexpected change occurred. Heh! Don't rush, the devourer of souls reassured him. Boom, boom, boom. The remaining power of the heavenly wood surged into Xiao Yan's Dou Qi Sea. Upon entering, it transformed into a green, strip-like energy symbol, standing side by side with the circular Dou core. Two Dou cores. After everything calmed, Xiao Yan noticed that in his Dou Qi Sea, there was a circular fire attribute Dou core and a green wood attribute energy symbol. This familiar fluctuation was also a Dou core. Two Dou cores. The devourer of souls was taken aback. Even with his experience, he had never heard of such a situation. How do you feel? The devourer of souls asked gravely. It feels quite good, Xiao Yan replied after carefully sensing his body. He felt no concerns. In fact, he noticed that every time he activated the two Dou cores inside him, both the fire attribute and wood attribute Douxian powers surged forth without stopping. Two Dou cores. Xiao Yan smiled faintly. Looking at your current state, with the brilliance of your Douxian power, you're probably on par with a typical mid-one-star Douxian warrior, the devourer of souls observed. My power is now firmly at the early one-star Douxian level, and with both the fire and wood attributes, I should be able to hold my ground against some of the older monsters, Xiao Yan said solemnly. Moreover, with the help of the heavenly wood, your injuries from the Douxian tribulation have been healed, the devourer of souls added. Ah! Xiao Yan hadn't realized this until the devourer of souls pointed it out. However, although you've successfully awakened the wood attribute, you don't have any wood attribute Dou skills, which leaves you at a disadvantage, the devourer of souls said again. Wood attribute Dou skills? Xiao Yan asked, confused. After upgrading to Douxian, your Dou Qi undergoes tremendous changes. The Douxian power is divided into 5 primary attributes: metal, wood, water, fire, and earth, and many other categories, such as space, darkness, and light, also emerge from these basics. Once you reach Do Xian, the requirements for Do skills become even more demanding. Do skills after reaching Do Xian are based on the attributes of your Do Xian power. Just like you, with fire attribute Do Xian power, practicing fire attribute Do skills is far more effective for you. Not only are they more powerful, but they also train faster compared to others. This is the fundamental principle of dividing Do skills after reaching Do Xian, the Devourer of Souls said. So there are such secrets. Xiao Yan nodded in realization. He understood that the Do skills he had previously learned had no attribute distinctions. Now that he had reached Do Xian, he inevitably felt somewhat inadequate, especially since he had just awakened the Wood attribute, but lacked any Wood attribute resources to utilize. This would likely be quite disadvantageous for him. It seems that from now on, I need to pay attention to collecting fire and Wood attribute Do skills, Xiao Yan said slowly. Do Xian cultivation, Do souls, and the laws of domains are many. Even in the later stages, it involves the power of faith. The Devourer of Souls pointed out a direction for Xiao Yan. I don't need to worry about Do souls, but the laws of domains. Xiao Yan muttered. He knew that among Do Xian experts, those with domains were a world apart from those without. However, all of this is still quite distant for you. Just take it one step at a time. The Devourer of Souls smiled. Since everything is ready, you can leave the seclusion now. I'm sure after you've wasted a few months of your strength here, those two little ones from the Qing family have already left seclusion, but they're still lingering, clearly waiting for you. Looks like they want to pull you into their Qing family, the Devourer of Souls said. I'm new here, so maybe the Qing family could be my first stop. Also, I heard they're hosting a grand auction in Ghost King City soon. I might as well go see if there's anything I need, Xiao Yan said, closing his eyes to rest and carefully regulate his breath. What he needed to do now was clearly to hide his Wood attribute. He wouldn't use it unless absolutely necessary. In the pill hall beneath the Ghost Moon Well. Big brother, it's been so long. Why hasn't Xiao Yan shown any signs of leaving seclusion? Could he have failed? Qing Er's pretty face showed signs of worry as she walked back and forth in the pill hall. Hee, Qing Er, don't worry. Xiao Yan is extraordinarily talented. He won't make any mistakes. But it's been a while. If he doesn't come out within 10 more days, we might have to leave first. The auction is approaching, Qing Wenshu said, his gaze fixed on the enormous barrier where Xiao Yan was in seclusion. After weighing the situation, he shook his head. Qing Wenshu knew that this auction would determine the future positions of many families in Ghost King City. So as the future young master of the Qing family, he couldn't afford to miss it. Using the power of a corpse pill, Qing Wenshu had successfully broken through to the early stage of 1-star Do Xian, although he had only survived the 8-colored Do Xian tribulation. Still, his talent in Ghost King City was considered monstrous. I hope he's fine, Qing Er said, offering a quiet prayer for Xiao Yan. Qing Er didn't have high expectations for Xiao Yan. As a young lady from a noble family, she knew that women like her, born into wealth, would inevitably be married off for the sake of family interests. The reason she worked so hard to cultivate was to change that fate. Once she broke through to Do Xian, her family would no longer be able to pressure her. After all, the power of a Do Xian had significant weight in any family. Now, with the help of an ice attribute cultivation method, she had reached the peak of Do Di, and only a step away from realizing her dream. Boom, boom, boom. While the two siblings were talking, the barrier not far away suddenly shattered, and Xiao Yan's handsome figure slowly emerged. Hee, Xiao Yan, you really succeeded. As soon as he saw Xiao Yan, Qing Wenshu immediately stepped forward with a smile. Qing Wenshu only needed a glance at Xiao Yan to know that, though they were both at the early stage of 1-star Do Xian, if they were to fight, Xiao Yan would undoubtedly be more terrifying. After all, whether it was the high-level pills or the powerful formations, they all indicated that Xiao Yan's background was anything but ordinary. Hee, Qing brother, you succeeded as well? Congratulations, Xiao Yan responded politely to Qing Wenshu's enthusiasm. Well, since everything is successful, let's leave and head back to Ghost King Ridge. After all, the auction is about to start, Qing Wenshu said with a smile. Let's go. Xiao Yan smiled upon hearing this, filled with anticipation. He hoped this time the auction would have something he needed. With that, the three of them transformed into streaks of light and left, and with their power, the pill hall soon returned to calm. At the reflection moon pool, the sky was clear today, with hardly any birds or beasts flying about. They all knew that this was the territory of the Azurock's heavenly wood soul beast, and anyone who dared to enter here would likely meet their end. Yu Quan sure, suspicious humans were spotted in the south of the reflection moon pool. I wonder if they are the ones you've been searching for. Since being forced to retreat by the Azurock's heavenly wood soul beast, Yu Quan had brought in dozens of men from his clan, surrounding the entire reflection moon pool so tightly that not even a drop of water could escape. Go and take a look. Yu Quan and over 10 others had been waiting outside the reflection moon pool for several months. If they didn't see Xiao Yan and his group come out soon, they would likely have to leave empty-handed, as the upcoming auction was imminent. With that, Yu Quan activated his wind-attributed Xian power, creating a rippling wave in midair, and flew southward toward the reflection moon pool. At that moment, Xiao Yan and his two companions were slowly emerging from the southern area of the reflection moon pool. After leaving the ghost moon well, Xiao Yan initially planned to find the Azurock's heavenly wood soul beast to thank it, but when he couldn't sense its presence, he left the reflection moon pool, heading to the southern exit. Brother Xiao Yan, come back to my Qing family with me this time. I'm sure my father will be very pleased, Qing Wanshu said cheerfully, leading the way and allowing Qing Air and Xiao Yan some time to talk. Thank you for your help with the ghost moon well? Qing Air whispered softly to Xiao Yan after a moment, her delicate lips lightly biting together. No problem, Xiao Yan replied with a gentle smile. When we return to the clan, if you need anything, just let me know, Qing Air added before quickly running ahead to walk beside Qing Wanshu. This girl. Xiao Yan watched her go, and the image of Sun Air's face appeared in his mind. Ouch! Just as he began to think of Sun Air, a sudden pang shot through his heart, causing him to sigh and mutter, "Who did I offend this time?" He quickly cleared his mind, and the pain subsided. Did you all enjoy yourselves on this trip? Just as the three were walking along, a sinister voice, full of malice, suddenly rang out. Who's there? Qing Wanshu exclaimed, alarmed. Although he was already at the early one-star Xian stage, he couldn't pinpoint the source of the voice, indicating that the intruder's strength surpassed his own. Qing, no need to panic. It's an old acquaintance, isn't that right? You family's steward you? Xiao Yan's gaze shifted to a large tree, where he smirked. With his soul power at the peak of the Imperial realm, even though Yu Quan was formidable, he couldn't hide from Xiao Yan's perception. Humph. Kid, I don't know what agreement you made with the Azurock's heavenly wood soul beast back then, but I'm ordering you now. Hand over everything you acquired from the Ghost Moon Well. Yu Quan revealed himself, his green wind-attributed Xian power swirling menacingly around him. His command was met with utter silence. Curse you! Yu Quan roared when he saw that none of the three responded. He clearly hadn't considered that they might have already reached the Do-D level. He simply assumed they were too frightened to move. Another obstacle in the road, huh? Xiao Yan chuckled, his laughter laced with a hint of sarcasm. Can we kill him? Xiao Yan glanced at Qing Wanshu, asking in a casual tone. It'd be a waste to kill him. Better to make him a laughingstock, Qing Wanshu replied with a grin. Perfect. Xiao Yan laughed, and in the blink of an eye, he vanished, reappearing right next to Yu Quan. His crimson Xian power flared like poison, causing Yu Quan's breathing to become erratic. This guy's Xian power is incredibly strong. I wonder how many levels of the Xian tribulation he's crossed. Qing Wanshu murmured in amazement as he observed Xiao Yan's speed and the intensity of his Xian power. If Qing Wanshu knew that Xiao Yan was still holding back, he'd probably faint from sheer disbelief. Impossible. Xian power? Yu Quan's once arrogant expression froze, replaced by shock and dread. No way. You're just bluffing. Yu Quan's face was filled with disbelief. Xiao Yan had only reached the peak Do-D stage a few months ago. How could his strength have surged to the early one-star Xian level so quickly? Why don't you test it yourself? Xiao Yan replied impatiently. When he was still at the peak Do-D stage, Yu Quan was indeed a formidable opponent, But now that he had ascended to the Douxian level, Yu Quan was no longer a threat. After all, Yu Quan had just barely reached the mid-1-star Douxian stage, which posed little challenge for Xiao Yan. 7-layered Skybreaker ruler. As Xiao Yan finished speaking, he pulled the heavy ruler from his back, gripping it tightly. Streams of fiery red Douxian power surged from his battle core, gathering around the ruler. What an intense Douxian power! If the power of life and death during the Dou D stage was quite remarkable, then the power of Douxian at this moment was clearly an enhanced version of the life and death power. The power of Douxian was significantly stronger than that of life and death, not by a little, but by a great deal. Humph! With a roar, Yu Quan didn't care whether Xiao Yan's Douxian strength was real or not. Directly, the wind-attributed Douxian force erupted from his body, ready to attack Xiao Yan. The fire attribute excels in powerful attacks, but its accuracy is low. If it doesn't hit the target, it's just a waste of Douxian force. On the other hand, the wind attribute relies on flexibility and speed. Though its attack is not as powerful as Xiao Yan's, in terms of speed, it is more than enough to deal with Xiao Yan. After considering this, Yu Quan was confident that he could secure the victory. Bring it on. Yu Quan stepped forward and summoned dozens of lines of Douxian force in front of him, ensuring that if Xiao Yan attacked, he could immediately retreat. Well, as you wish. Xiao Yan, relying on his powerful soul force, easily saw through Yu Quan's plan. He had no doubts, immediately unleashing the 7-layer Skybreaker ruler. Yu Quan's plan was sound, but he greatly underestimated Xiao Yan. Who was Xiao Yan? Xiao Yan had already survived the 9-colored Douxian tribulation and had the added power of Sacred Flame. Moreover, his fire attribute was incredibly strong and devastating. How could he be compared to ordinary fire attribute experts? Yu Quan's strategy might work against some ordinary fire attribute Douxian, but it was completely useless against someone like Xiao Yan, whose destructive power was off the charts. 7-layer Skybreaker ruler. In the next instant, 7 shocking ruler beams shot out from Xiao Yan's hand, surrounding him in a high-speed spiral as they exploded toward Yu Quan. Wherever they passed, even space itself cracked with a booming sound. Such a strong attack, but it's useless against me. I'm of the wind attribute. Your attack is indeed powerful, but you can't catch me. Yu Quan looked at the 7 ruler beams closing in on him, laughing loudly. He then turned to escape. Is that so? You really underestimate me. Xiao Yan smiled slowly, as if he had already anticipated Yu Quan's move. How is this possible? My wind attribute is actually failing. As Xiao Yan's smile appeared, Yu Quan's face suddenly went pale, a wave of fear rising in his heart. At this very moment, his wind attribute seemed to be completely restrained, unable to be used. He didn't know, though, that this was due to the power of Sacred Flame. Boom, boom, boom. At the moment of Yu Quan's hesitation, Xiao Yan's powerful attack struck, and a dazzling energy storm erupted, spreading in all directions from Yu Quan's position. Is Elder Yu dead just like that? Not far away, a subordinate following Yu Quan couldn't help but swallow as they watched this scene. The terrifying attack continued for several minutes before slowly dissipating. Could it be that this guy is really dead? Xiao Yan looked at the dissipating battle waves, not seeing Yu Quan anywhere, and couldn't help but mutter. He's not that easy to kill. Moreover, unless a Douxian soul or battle core is destroyed, they won't fall. Qing Wenshu smiled and said, I see. Xiao Yan nodded upon hearing this. Once one reaches the Douxian stage, the battle core becomes the source of all their power. Once the battle core is destroyed, it's as if the Dou Qi is entirely gone, and their cultivation is reduced to nothing, just like an ordinary person. If the soul is destroyed, that's true death. Where do you think you're going, Elder Yu? The next moment, a breaking wind sound echoed, and the fast-moving figure of Yu Quan was seen flying out of the battlefield. Damn bastard! Xiao Yan, don't go too far. I am the steward of the Yu family. If you kill me, our Yu family will never let you go. Seeing his retreat blocked by Xiao Yan, Yu Quan couldn't help but yell in frustration. Threatening me? Xiao Yan glanced at the panicked Yu Quan and, with a flick of his fingers, a small wisp of green-yellow flame appeared, gently flickering. Thump thump. As Xiao Yan's green-yellow flame appeared, Yu Quan's heart actually started to tremble violently, as if he had encountered a fatal threat. What is this? Yu Quan's dry throat couldn't help but salivate. Heh, brother Xiao Yan truly has great power. However, Yu Quan holds an important position in the Yu family. It would be better to spare his life, as it could be a useful bargaining chip for future dealings with the Yu family. Qing Wenshu quickly stepped forward and said, "Do as you wish," Xiao Yan said casually, withdrawing his green-yellow sacred flame and returning to his calm demeanor. "Behave yourself." Qing Wenshu approached Yu Quan and, with a swift chop to the neck, sent him into unconsciousness. "Let's go." Watching Yu Quan collapse, Qing Wenshu channeled a bit of Dosian power to obscure Yu Quan's face and began dragging him along. "Let's head home." Qing Er smiled at Xiao Yan, her demeanor visibly softening toward him after witnessing his decisive action in defeating Yu Quan with ease. "Yeah, let's go home." Xiao Yan nodded, following alongside her. With that, the three left Reflection Moon Pool and made their way toward Ghost King City. Yu Quan's subordinates, who had initially come with him, hesitated upon seeing him captured by Qing Wenshu, clearly uncertain. After a long pause, they decided to report back to the Yu family and strategize further. As these people departed, the enormous form of the Azure Ox, heavenly wood soul beast, slowly emerged from the waters of Reflection Moon Pool. The King of Beasts, accompanied by the ripple of the sacred flame. The appearance of the King of Beasts suggests that there's unrest among the Beast clan of the Great Thousand Worlds. With the sacred flame re-emerging, it's likely that the extraterritorial evil clan is stirring as well. It seems the days of peace may be coming to an end. The Azure Ox heavenly wood soul beast pondered deeply, as if musing to itself. Ghost King City lay several dozen miles beyond the Ghost King Ridge Soul Beast Mountains. The entire city was set against a mountainous terrain, its layout resembling the mouth of a treasured bottle, a rare and auspicious sight. The city was bustling, with a massive flow of people, making it the most prosperous hub for hundreds of kilometers around. Spanning nearly 10 kilometers within a basin, Ghost King City was indeed a vast treasure land. Within this grand city, four major powers held sway: the Yu family, the Qing family, the Lei family, and the City Lord's Manor. Together, they constituted the entire governing force of Ghost King City. Among these four, the Yu family was the most powerful, followed by the Qing family, with the Lei family being the weakest. The City Lord's Manor, however, remained neutral in the conflicts within Ghost King City. Rumor had it that the City Lord's Manor was under the protection of a high-ranking figure from the Ghost Realm, which had solidified its position since its establishment, with none daring to challenge its authority. Recently, in preparation for the upcoming auction hosted by the City Lord's Manor, Ghost King City had become even more lively. Strict security measures were in place at the city gates to prevent any unauthorized persons from entering. Given the extraordinary value of the items up for auction, it was certain that many thieves with ill intent would attempt to infiltrate. Each item at the City Lord's Manor auction was exceptionally valuable, and according to certain rumors, this auction would involve more than just trading treasures. It was said that the City Lord was acting on orders from a powerful figure to carry out a specific mission during the event. However, the details remained unknown. Ghost King City's towering gates, encased in 50-meter-high walls of copper and iron, were guarded by squads of well-trained soldiers patrolling diligently. Heh, it's young Master Qing and the eldest Miss Qing. Before long, as Xiao Yan and the others arrived at the gates, they were promptly halted by the gate guards. The guard who stopped Qing Wenshu was a high-ranking soldier with considerable influence, a 9-star Dodi known for his strength and respect among the ranks. "Commander Dao, what's the matter?" Qing Wenshu seemed unsurprised, maintaining a polite demeanor as he smiled at the soldier. "Ha ha ha. Young Master Qing, it's just routine procedure." The soldier who had stopped them struggled to respond, clearly reluctant but with no choice. They had strict orders from the City Lord. If any suspicious individuals managed to slip into Ghost King City and disrupt the auction, the consequences for the guards would be dire. "This is my younger sister. I'm sure you recognize her." Qing Wenshu understood the seriousness of the auction and anticipated such a situation. "Heh, Miss Qing has grown even more radiant. The commander glanced at Qing, then hesitated as he eyed Xiao Yan, who seemed unfamiliar. Xiao Yan's presence clearly aroused the guard's suspicion. "Have I been discovered?" Xiao Yan murmured internally, but observing Qing Wanshu's calm demeanor beside him, he remained silent. "This young man seems unfamiliar. He doesn't look like someone from Ghost King City. Might I ask?" The commander was about to request Xiao Yan's name when he noticed Qing Wanshu's gaze and hesitated. Although the Qing family wasn't the strongest in Ghost King City, its political influence and connections were considerable, earning it a position of respect in the city. "Captain Dao, may I have a word with you?" Qing Wanshu made a gesture inviting Captain Dao to step aside, then turned to Xiao Yan with a smile. "Sure." Captain Dao didn't hesitate, immediately walking to a secluded spot with Qing Wanshu. "Young Master Qing, to be honest, the upcoming auction is being heavily scrutinized." With only himself and Qing Wanshu nearby, Captain Dao couldn't help but vent his frustration. "Hee, Captain Dao, I know. Qing Wanshu chuckled in response. "This is a small token of my appreciation. Please accept it." Qing Wanshu smiled as he took out a rather exquisite cloth pouch. Given its heavy weight, it must have been worth quite a lot. Cough, cough, cough. Captain Dao quickly cleared his throat, looking around to ensure no one was watching. He hurriedly tucked the pouch away before speaking. "Young Master Qing, I won't beat around the bush. Qinger is of marriageable age now, and this young man is a young master from a certain family. Both his family background and personal qualities are highly regarded by the Qing family, especially since he and Qinger seem to be quite fond of each other. That's why we came to Ghost King City, to act as matchmakers and to let him witness the auction." Qing Wanshu spoke slowly. Thud. As soon as Qing Wanshu finished speaking, Xiao Yan nearly stumbled. Despite the distance, Xiao Yan could clearly hear their conversation, thanks to his soul power. "But seriously, Qing Wanshu, could you have picked a better excuse? I'm here as a matchmaker?" Xiao Yan sighed inwardly. The thought of Suner's proud and jealous nature, plus Kailin and now Mu Yingying, made him unsure how to explain things to Suner. If another one showed up, Suner might go into a rage if she found out. "I see. Since it's just a small matter, you two should head inside." Captain Dao relaxed when he heard this. After all, no matter what, he sensed a dangerous aura around Xiao Yan. Moreover, Qinger's somewhat ambiguous gaze toward Xiao Yan made this situation seem almost certain. "Thank you, Captain Dao," Qing Wanshu said, then motioned for Xiao Yan and Qinger to follow him toward the city gates. "Let's go." Once we pass this checkpoint at the city gates, the Qing family estate is not far. Qinger smiled, leading the way. Just as they passed through the gates, Xiao Yan was immediately struck by a bustling market street, filled with the constant calls of vendors. "Wait a moment." As they entered the market, Xiao Yan suddenly spoke up. "What is it?" Qing Wanshu quickly asked. "Don't you think that person looks suspicious?" Xiao Yan asked, his gaze fixed on a figure cloaked in black. A familiar aura slowly began to emerge from the figure. Having been in Ghost King City for some time, Xiao Yan was sure this aura belonged to someone from the Yu family. This guy should be from the Yu family. Given his appearance, it seems like the Yu family might be planning something big. Should we follow him and see? Xiao Yan asked. "Qinger, you head back. Xiao Yan and I will go take a look." Qing Wanshu understood the importance of the matter and immediately gave the order. "All right." Qinger nodded lightly, and the three of them slowly dispersed. Even though the mysterious figure in black was trying to conceal his movements, he was unaware that he had already been spotted. Swish, swish. Xiao Yan and Qing Wanshu followed the mysterious man, staying hidden in the busy market. The mysterious figure was extremely cautious, changing direction at every turn, clearly trying to throw off anyone who might be following him. But despite his precautions, the mysterious figure could not escape Xiao Yan's tracking. "Be careful." Qing Wanshu's expression became serious as he followed closely behind Xiao Yan. He knew that the Qing family's relationship with the Yu family was extremely tense. If it weren't for the pressure from the city lord's manor, the two families might have already clashed. Therefore, when encountering someone with the Yu family's aura, it was only natural to investigate further. Additionally, Qing Wenshu had a bad feeling that the Yu family was up to something at this very moment. Where did he go? Qing Wenshu, concerned, noticed Xiao Yan stop in an alley and turned to him. We were exposed, Xiao Yan said in surprise. As soon as Xiao Yan finished speaking, the black-clad mysterious man crouched on the alley's wall, glaring coldly at Xiao Yan and Qing Wenshu with a pair of icy, murderous eyes. Why are you two following me? The mysterious man asked, his voice filled with arrogance. Following you? Xiao Yan scoffed, unfazed. You're overestimating yourself. We're just passing by. Humph. Such nonsense. So, who exactly are you? The figure in black spoke, and in the next instant, his body flashed and appeared directly in front of Xiao Yan, exuding an overwhelming, dominant aura. Is this a Xian expert? Xiao Yan couldn't help but express his surprise as he felt the immense pressure of the aura. The reason Xiao Yan was able to notice the black-clad figure in the sea of people was partly due to the aura he gave off, which was strikingly similar to that of Yu Quan. Moreover, the aura had a certain ambiguity, making it easier for Xiao Yan to detect him. As for Yu Quan, Xiao Yan had already entrusted him to the subordinates of the Qing family before entering Ghost King City. After all, the Qing family had plenty of secret passageways. In the next moment, the figure in black revealed a mysterious scroll in his palm. The scroll was about the size of a wrist, glowing with a mysterious and powerful aura. Even Xiao Yan was taken aback by its presence. This is a barrier? It seems this guy is hellbent on swallowing us whole, Qing Wenshu said, looking at the scroll in the black-clad figure's hand. The barrier scroll. It's a rare treasure capable of temporarily concealing a space, making it invisible to the outside world. While it's expensive to make, it's highly effective. Once covered by the barrier scroll, it allows for silent, invisible killings, Qing Wenshu said seriously. Clearly, the pressure he felt from the black-clad figure was far greater than what he had experienced from Yu Quan. You two little brats die. The black-clad figure's palm moved slightly, crushing the barrier scroll in an instant. Black energy radiated from it, enveloping the entire area in the blink of an eye. Just what I was hoping for. Seeing this, Xiao Yan smiled faintly. Yu Quan had just reached the mid-one-star Xian stage, but the person before him was far more dangerous, and Xiao Yan suspected that this person's strength might already reach the late one-star Xian stage. One must understand, even the smallest difference in strength between Xian experts could be a vast gap. A beginner one-star Xian could never hope to compete with a late one-star Xian. If Xiao Yan didn't have the sacred flame, it would be a fantasy to think he could handle a late one-star Xian expert on his own. Perfect timing, let me give it a try. Qing Wenshu's face showed a flicker of seriousness, but Xiao Yan's voice suddenly stopped him. What? That's a late one-star Xian expert. Qing Wenshu couldn't help but exclaim. Don't worry, just watch me. Xiao Yan gave Qing Wenshu a confident smile. Xiao Yan knew that since he was new to this place and unfamiliar with his surroundings, showing off his strength in front of Qing Wenshu could help strengthen their relationship. Plus, it might give him access to some rare information from the Ghost Realm. You two are just fledgling Xian, you'll die here. The black-clad figure spoke slowly, seemingly not too concerned about Xiao Yan and Qing Wenshu. With those words, his palm shot upward, and a wave of fiery Xian power, carrying an intense heat wave, slowly spread outward. There was no flashy movement, just raw Xian power in the form of fiery red energy heading straight toward them. Confident in his strength, the black-clad figure was sure that this strike would kill both of them. Boom, boom, boom. The space covered by the barrier scroll was only about 100 meters in radius, but within this small space, the temperature soared as the fiery Xian power of the black-clad figure began to scorch everything. Fire attribute? Xiao Yan couldn't help but laugh upon seeing this. If the black-clad figure's Xian power was also fire attribute, then it would ease some of the pressure on him during the battle. After all, when it comes to fire attributes, no one could rival Xiao Yan, who wielded the King of Flames, Sacred Flame. With the boost from the Sacred Flame, his fire attribute was far stronger than most other experts. Nice try, Xiao Yan shouted, and his flame mantra immediately activated. At the same time, Rings of fiery red Xian power began to gather and surge through his body, flooding his limbs and bones. Boom, boom, boom. Just as the black-clad figure's attack reached Xiao Yan's own fiery red Xian power surged forward like a raging flood, meeting the attack head-on. Bang, bang, bang. The two forces of Xian energy collided violently, but it was Xiao Yan's power that slightly gained the upper hand. It seems you have something good on you. The black-clad figure stared at the dissipating Xian powers with a smirk, his voice full of mockery. Looks like your late one-star Xian strength isn't as strong as you think, Xiao Yan said with a smile that didn't reach his eyes. If the fire-attributed Xian power of an early one-star Xian is rated as a strength of 1, then the power of a late one-star Xian with the same attribute would be rated at 1.5. Don't underestimate this 0.5 difference in strength. It is enough to easily secure a one-sided kill. Additionally, there are many natural treasures that can enhance Xian power, but among these, only the sacred flame stands out as the true pinnacle.